What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. So unless you live under a rock, you probably have heard about Travis Scott and the Astroworld tragedy that was reported to leave up to 11 people dead. And I honestly think that number has to be a lot higher, especially if you've seen the videos from Astroworld in the night that happened. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video and break down why Travis Scott should have been canceled before and how him and Kylie Jenner have become very tone deaf to the situation and all the details surrounding this case. So this past Friday, November 5th, 2021, Travis Scott threw on a festival called Astroworld that he has had in the past, and he had artists perform like SZA and Drake. Though Astroworld is known to be extremely crowded and have very high energy, a lot of goers said that this particular festival felt very different. So there was a spread of panic through a crowd of 50,000 people, mostly young people, one kid that was injured being as young as 10 years old, who had come to Travis Scott's hometown to see him perform on stage. With the massive crowd, many goers said that they could not move. They couldn't even lift their arms up. And if they did lift their arm up, they could not put it back down because there was no space, to the point that many couldn't breathe and some were collapsing and suffering from exhaustion.
It just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted, and the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning black and blue. Like I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like after tonight, bro, like God really showed me, like, you know, like stay away from that shit, bro. Like that shit not for you, because like he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like for real. Like so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
Many concert goers lifted up the unconscious bodies of friends and strangers and surfed them over the top of the crowd, hoping to send them to safety. Others shouted out for help with CPR and pleaded for the concert to stop. However, the concert kept on going after 37 minutes of Travis Scott's team being notified that something was going on and people were dying and being trampled over.
Stop that show! 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 Stop that show!
I know too much.
Y'all were in there, bro. Shut the fuck up. Exactly right. Y'all weren't in there. People are fucking dying. I'm gonna save somebody's life. That's somebody's kid.
Who hands to the sky?
I'm gonna save them.
Who hands to the sky? Who hands up? Y'all two.
Stop that show! 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 Stop that show!
Okay, let me see real quick. Let's do it. Lost on Irish living in both cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both bars. Some black nigga work at the ocean. So far we here, check on the ocean. I'm just one day and away from going heavy. I'm just one day and away from the devil. Just one more.
In the end, 8 people died, ranging in the age from 14 to 27, according to city officials. Hundreds more were treated for injuries at a field hospital at the concert venue, the NRG Park in Houston, or at local hospitals. Among those treated at a hospital was a 10-year-old child, like I stated previously. One concert goer, Chris Lay, who was 23 years old, stated, "People were literally grabbing and pinching at my body, trying to get up from the ground. I was fighting for my life. There was no way out." Other TikTok users that went to the concert also stated that they would try and leave, but they were getting pushed back into the crowd, so there was no escape from this crazy event. This event appeared to be one of the deadliest crowd control disasters at a concert in the United States in many years. Questions raised by concert goers and local officials included whether there had been adequate security and medical personnel on hand for the event, and whether the concert could have been shut down sooner. Another crazy thing that was happening at the festival, and I believe it actually was confirmed yesterday on Saturday, there was at least one person who had been injecting somebody or peoples with needles. The Houston PD's chief said a security guard working the event felt a prick in his neck by an unknown assailant while he was trying to restrain a citizen, and he quickly fell unconscious. Now, this guard was revived by use of Narcan, and that medical personnel did indeed see something on his neck that indicated he'd been stabbed with a syringe. So that is the bulk of what happened at Astroworld, a very tragic event, and I'm just going to discuss what many people on TikTok are saying, conspiracy theorists even, and how people felt after this has happened and what they've heard, because this story has been circulating and going viral all over the internet for the past weekend. So first, I would like to mention about the conspiracy theory that this was actually a ritual and that Travis Scott wanted this to happen. There is a lot of footage that Travis Scott saw people dying, and it seemed as if he was feeding off the energy of them dying. But just take a look at this clip and form your own judgments.
And you want to know what's crazy? It's still going to be people who going to be still spiritually asleep and going to say that what happened at Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival wasn't demonic. There's still going to be people who's still going to defend the man for just sitting there carrying on the show while there were people, lifeless bodies, out there in the crowd. People begging him to stop the show. But yeah, there are going to be people that still support him and don't see nothing wrong with what he did. If you don't believe that there was nothing demonic about that whole concert, you are spiritually blind. And I pray that God open your eyes to see what's really going on in the spiritual realm. We don't fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. Do you not see the name of the festival? Astroworld. That ought to open your eyes enough. Stay prayed up, because we're about to see crazier stuff than this.
"See You on the Other Side" was the theme of Travis Scott's concert that killed 11 people yesterday. 11 people. And I am so sorry if I got the number wrong. I have read everything I possibly can, and I've seen so many things so far. And from what I know, the official count is 11. And my condolences to the families of the lives that were lost, because that was such a senseless tragedy that should have never happened. But if you guys still don't believe that this is some kind of freaking ritual or sacrifice, I don't know what to tell you, because the messages are no longer subliminal. They used to hide the messages in the cartoons or in the movies, for example, The Simpsons, and we used to be like, oh, you know, that's just a coincidence. But now it's literally in our face, you guys. See you on the other side. Well, guess what? His fans are on the other fucking side, and he didn't stop the concert. Fans were literally running on stage, telling the cameraman, yo, we're traumatized, people are dead, and you're telling me the cameramen, their headsets didn't reach the directors or whoever the fuck was in charge of those concerts? You think that Travis didn't get word of mouth that 11 fucking people died at his concert?
The mayor even spoke up. The mayor, Sylvester Turner of Houston, said something like, "This has never happened in Houston before, and they will leave no stone left unturned to get to the bottom of how and why this occurred." So Travis Scott issued an apology, 2 apologies to be exact, one written and then one on camera. And I honestly have to say, in my opinion, the apology just did not seem very authentic. Just take a look at it and form your own opinions.
Prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely we've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The city of Houston, HPD, fire department, everyone to, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. I love you.
So after looking at that apology, it seemed as if he was doing it because he had to do it, not because he genuinely cared. And that's why it is like a little bit odd and peculiar to me in regard to Travis Scott and whether or not he was this monster that people were saying he was, and how they have been bringing out footage of his past responses to his crowd goers. He has many times encouraged his fans to act out, to do the most. Take a look at these clips.
Straight from Mexico, call her Quintana. Yeah, yeah, she smoked that. Swear to God, we go ramble. Let's go, let's go. Into disrespect. Straight from Mexico, call her Quintana. Come here, bitch. She smoked my dope. Get that motherfucker, get him. You tried to take my shoe? You want to be a thief? Fuck him up! 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 Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Boo! 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 Fuck his ass up! I will smack the fuck out of you, nigga. Don't ever take a fucking motherfucking mic out of my fucking fan's hand, man. He said, hey, yo, Mike, motherfucking Tony, get this thing out my face, man. Get this thing out my face. No security touches a Travis Scott fan, bro. It's not how we rockin', bro. You fuck up my show, bro. Take your ass to the left. You fucking big earring wearing fat motherfucker.
Hey, Travis Scott. Hey, Trav. You was a fucked up nigga.
No, bro. I was in a...
So yes, overall, I just did not feel the apology was authentic. It felt very forced, and I'm sure his team even knew that because they got a very negative response, and that's when Kylie Jenner spoke out. Kylie Jenner was at the concert. She was there with her daughter, and another thing that was very tone deaf to me was a lot of media outlets were making sure to say that, oh, Kylie's okay and Stormi is okay. And though, of course, we want to make sure that she's okay because she is pregnant and Stormi is a 3-year-old, she's a toddler, but we all know she probably was okay. She is a billionaire, well, allegedly a billionaire, and she always has security around her. Why are we speaking on Kylie Jenner and Stormi when there are 8 people dead? 8 plus, honestly, because we don't even know the exact number of that. But Kylie did issue an apology after, and once again, that felt very calculated. I know for a fact she did not say that. It was somebody on her team that wrote that out for her. But it's just a safe space, and we all know how the celebrity world goes. Not everything is authentic. So I just feel, personally, this concert was completely out of control, and it could have been handled in a much better way. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find the clip, but many people were saying that at one point, no one was checking their COVID vaccination cards. It was just a glimpse. People were just putting their arms in the air, and if they saw a red wristband, they were letting people in. So it could have been anything. So it got overly packed, and nobody was checking numbers, especially with COVID going on right now. We all know there's many illnesses out in general. We're in a pandemic. Like, there's no reason why 50,000 people are at a concert. Like, it makes no sense, especially when there's no form of controlling that crowd and there's not any form of social distancing. It's insane to me. But please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I am sending out prayers to the family, and I really hope that this situation gets handled and whoever needs to be canceled gets canceled and they are held accountable for their actions. Yes, I personally believe Travis Scott could have done something. Many artists have complete control of their fans. If you can control your fans and make them do some outlandish stuff, you can do something to have them do something for the better, okay? And that is the end of this video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please comment your opinions down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.